Well, as the record says, it ain't what you do, but the way that you do it, and that's what gets results. And I'm crossing my fingers that I'm going to get some good results today at Chepstow races with the betting. So I haven't been doing that well recently, so I need some good luck. For the races, I sometimes choose to go vintage inspired. Inspired because I often get clothes from new designers that have a vintage twist on them. But for any good outfit, you need a good basis. And good basis equates to good lingerie. I worked for Agent Procateur for about a year as their fitting model, and when I left, this was one of the presents they left me, which is a bit cheesecake. It's a bit 1950s, but it looks really fantastic. It's polka dot. They've also given a head clip, which is good attention to detail as well. Also, good vintage stockings. They also keep you very warm, surprisingly, so it's a good tip. But underneath, a good vest is always a must. The jumps in the winter are often really cold, so you need a lot of layers to keep the warmth in. I've got this great silhouetted skirt from Australian design house Wheels and Door Baby. They do a lot of vintage inspired outfits at quite a reasonable price as well, so they're really good. I know that Dieter von Teese was one of their models in a recent campaign over the years, so that's where they sort of get their inspiration, I guess. I'm teaming it up today with a Wheels and Door Baby Angora and lamb wool jumper. Natural fibres such as wool are probably the best for keeping you warm at the races. It does get quite windy, so you need something that keeps a layer of warmth in. It really complements the skirt and the whole silhouette. The beads and the diamante crystals are good details, I think, and the bow just tops it off really. It's a nice, classy but elegantly inspired from the 1940s, 50s. I often like to wear a headscarf, which is, I think, the 1950s inspired. It importantly keeps the wind out of the ears if you don't want to wear muffs or anything like that. So I'm just going to put mine on, team it with a good hat as well. I like Betty Davis, she's one of my favourite actresses, so this is a bit Betty Davis inspired, I'd say, from maybe All About Eve, in like 1950s film, one of my favourite films. And there we go. A good pair of gloves is a must for keeping your hands warm and also looking good if you're a smoker as well. These are from Marks and Spencer's. They go quite well with the stripes on the headscarf, and they perfectly go well with this 3/4 length jumper if you want to wear it without a jacket if it does get warm at the races, which is mostly unlikely, but it does sometimes happen, keeps you on your toes. So there you go. As I mentioned before, a good hat is a must. This is a mink hat. I bought it in Notting Hill because they have a great range of vintage outlets there, selling things from the 40s, 30s, right up until the 80s. I don't really think that the 90s are vintage yet, but they do sell some things from the 90s too. And it just tops off this look here as well. You can see that. As I want to reiterate about the layers, you need lots of layers at the jumps because it's cold. This is a 1980s but 40s inspired velvet jacket. It's by Donna Morgan. think it will just top off this outfit nicely. And the only thing left then is to have a good coat. You need a real nice warm coat at the races. And this one should just about do it. And there we go, ready to go and get some bets on.